Hello, this is me, Gradon Science, and I'm going to start talking about this year's winter outlook. And one of the major players this season is El Nino. And the Bloomberg Business article says El Nino might not save us from another miserable winter. Snowy theory suggests winter may be cooler than forecast. Not all meteorologists think Siberian snow can beat El Nino. The snow in Siberia has piled up again, and according to one theory, this means cold and ice are on the way for New York and other parts of the eastern U.S. That is if the snow can wrestle El Nino into submission. Now, me personally, I kind of believe this because, honestly, I've been looking at the charts for Siberia, and it's astonishing. Now, I can't say it's as bad as years before, but it's pretty, it's pretty a lot of snow over there. And, let me just continue on. Before the match starts with El Nino, here's a recap of how the whole winter outlook things work. It all starts when a large expanse of Eurasia is covered by snow by the end of October, which I've been viewing already, and it's really a lot of it already, and it's supposed to grow, said Judah Cohen, the theory's author and director of seasonal forecasting at the Atmospheric and Environmental Research in Lexington, Massachusetts, that creates a pool of cold air and strong high pressure over Siberia. That's another true fact that I've been looking recently up on, and it's been proving pretty well. The result is a chain reaction that eventually ends up with a shift in the Arctic Oscillation, a difference in pressure over the polar regions, and people in Manhattan risking frostbite if they leave their faces on. At least that's the theory. Last year it didn't exactly work out. Despite the second largest Siberian snow cover on record for the end of October, the AO didn't shift. The snow did a great job predicting the temperature, but it didn't do a good job with the AO, Cohen said. Grounded theory. Toad, Todd Crawford, principal scientist at WSI in Andover, Massachusetts, thinks the theory is good. It's really good, actually. It's not a theory. It's actually pretty proven already. Observational and modeling research, but the theory is based on AO, which they missed badly last year. He said they've got the temps right for the wrong reason in the US and missed badly in Europe and Asia. Having said that, one bad year does not disprove the theory. Cohen said that he doesn't accept the idea what he got the right answer for the wrong reason. Many pieces fell into place even if the Arctic Oscillation didn't react as predicted. After looking at the details from the last winter, I feel better about what happened, he said. However, as he looks forward, Cohen said that the winter of 2015-2016 will be different from the past years for one big reason. There's a strong El Nino, which has also been all over the news already, especially if you've been looking at the Weather Channel. Really, it's been everywhere. And in the equatorial Pacific, it's playing havoc with weather patterns all over the world. It may even trump the Siberian snow effect. It's still a huge wild card, Cohen said. Okay, the Nino's impact. Many forecasters believe that El Nino will mean a mild winter for the northern and eastern U.S. I have a part to argue about that because there's a whole lot of other factors than the El Nino itself. In particular, the U.S. Climate Prediction Center outlook through January called for a mild start to the season for the northern part of the country. The U.S. Energy Information Administration is also predicting a milder winter than 2014-2015, when record snow fell on Boston. Now, I believe that's going to happen, but I think it's going to shift more to the mid-Atlantic where I am, and it's going to be a pretty big mess. That's what I think, at least. In this winter's case, the El Nino is way too strong, said Matt Rogers, president of the Commodity Weather Group LLC in whatever that is, Maryland. The theory would be interesting to talk about in other winters, but not this one. Cohen, who hasn't released his own forecast for the winter, keeps looking at the snow across Eurasia, as well as I. October ended with 12.67 million square kilometers, 4.87 million square miles of snow in the region, the third most in the past 10 years, according to the Rutgers University Global Snow Lab. So the snow is there. Despite the predictions from the computer models and the human forecasts, there's that El Nino will make the winter mild. It could be colder that based on the Arctic, Cohen said. In other words, maybe you should get the snow blower fixed after all. Okay. Now, that's all I have to say, guys. I think personally everything with El Nino will go what the usual El Nino would go with, but every El Nino is different, people. So anything can happen, and I think honestly, nor'easters, blizzards will be a bigger threat for the Mid-Atlantic this season, and um less for Boston. Parties for those that don't like snow in Boston because they got a whole lot of snow last year, more than enough. And yeah, so the states I would think that will need to watch out for this year is New York, um um, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, and Virginia. Pretty much all the states around the I-95 corridor, but I don't think not a lot will be affected with the New England wise. But that's my thought. So, well, just leave me in the comments what you think, and I am signing off and just 3, 2, 1.